Hey guys, Al here, and welcome to Dark Side Movie Reviews. We're so excited to have you. Thank you so much for stopping by. And if you're a guest, as always, we roll out the red carpet for guests. I do appreciate you stopping by if you're a guest. I hope you love what you see here. I hope you love the community because it is the best community on YouTube, and that you will subscribe and join the community. We do talk comic book movies. If you love Into the Badlands and you haven't subscribed, then I don't know what you're waiting for, because we love that show. We're going to talk a little bit about Into the Badlands today, but the bulk of our time is Captain Marvel. That's what we're getting into today. So a couple of things, you guys. If my phone rings, I have to answer it because I am expecting a call, and this will be my last video for about maybe a week or two. You guys, Friday is my last day of singleness. On Saturday at 5 p.m. I will be getting married to the love of my life, and I think I probably should spend some time with her, and not necessarily in front of the camera, but I might try to sneak some videos in if I can. We'll see. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I am getting married this Saturday, so you guys might not see me for a while, but stay with me. A lot of great stuff coming, and we are in a little bit of a break for Into the Badlands, so a lot of Into the Badlands videos coming as well. So speaking of Into the Badlands, let's talk about that real quick, and then we'll get into Captain Marvel. So here's the thing, man. You know, you guys hear me say all the time that Into the Badlands, hands down, is the best show I'm going on TV now. At first, I was just saying AMC, but now I'm just going full-fledged to say on TV now. That's right, I said it. And I'm so upset, man, at AMC. You know, we were having a conversation in our Facebook group about AMC not pushing the show enough. By the way, I'll put a link to the Into the Badlands Facebook group in the description below, because if you guys are not aware, it is an awesome, awesome group with some hardcore Into the Badlands fans there, and we really get into the show. A lot of great and fun stuff goes on in that group around the show, so a link in the description for that. So yeah, we were talking about, I think DC Comic Con is coming up. No representation from AMC. Now, they're going to have Fear the Walking Dead there. They're going to have folks from that show there. But no representation from AMC. What is going on? You know, AMC does not realize, and I mean this, I really mean this. I really think that they do not realize how good this show is and how strong and powerful the following of this show is, which is growing every day. If you've not seen Into the Badlands, then I'm going to give you a challenge I always give everybody. You can do this on YouTube. All you have to do is watch the first 10 minutes, season 1, episode 1, and I promise you will be hooked. I promise you will be hooked. The show is phenomenal on so many different levels. And it's really, really sad that AMC is not pushing the show enough. I don't think that they realize what they have on their hands. The character development, the whole concept, the world building, the costume design, the martial arts, the whole concept of Into the Badlands brings so many different genres together to create the most unique show on TV. The most unique show on TV. And the fact that AMC is not pushing the show enough is a problem. And I am sorry about that. I mean, we do our part here to make sure that we give this show as much love as we can, because it's such an amazing show. So my whole point about that is this is a rant, because it bothers me that AMC is not doing enough to push this show, because it is that good. All right, I'm done. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. So let's get into Captain Marvel. AMC not pushing the show. Boy, I tell you, I don't know what's wrong with them. All right, so let's get into Captain Marvel. So there has been some talk about Captain Marvel coming out. I believe it's the first or the early part of 2019. If I'm wrong about that, someone correct me in the comments. But the biggest conversation people have been having, or that I've seen around the show here on YouTube and other places on the internet as well, is whether or not she will be OP, overpowered. Now, I am happy that Kevin Feige has said that she probably will be the most powerful mutant, or the most powerful hero, she's not a mutant, the most powerful hero that the MCU has seen so far. Now, I want you to think about that for a second, because in that category, we have Doctor Strange, we have the Hulk, we have Thor. So there's big company in that category. But Feige is saying that she will be the most powerful superhero we have seen so far in the Marvel Universe. And I think that is awesome. I think that is great. For a number for a number of different reasons. Number one, she's a female. And I think that the potential for her to come in as the most powerful hero we've seen in the MCU, given the success of the MCU, could really be a game changer for Marvel and something really, really big to pull in an even bigger female fan base. I love the fact that we have a female lead in an MCU movie, and on top of that, she is going to be the most powerful hero that we've seen. That is amazing. I think it's going to do great things for Marvel. I think it's going to do great things for the superhero movie genre. So I'm very happy to see that. So let's address the issue of whether or not her being overpowered will actually affect the film, because some people have said, well, if she's so powerful, how are they really going to give her a foe or an antagonist that really stacks up to all that she can do? I'll answer that this way. I will say that Captain Marvel has certain abilities that are there in the comics for you to see. Give her the abilities that are there in the comics. Don't try and tamper her down. Don't try and mitigate some of the stuff she can do. Let her be all that she is. That's what the fans want to see. So it's good that Feige introduced her to say that she's going to be so powerful, because we expect to see what she can do in the comics. Now, having said that, she does have some deficits. She does have some weaknesses. The main weakness probably for Captain Marvel is the fact that she is human, so she will deal with that whole side of being human and managing her powers as well. But there are some things that happen to her. So we can see in the comic books that there are some times where she can just go full on, just power out, and she can deplete herself. She can literally like deplete herself, and when that happens, she falls to a weakened state. So there are some things that can happen to her. She won't be so invincible that she's untouchable, of course not. And we trust Marvel right by now, right, to write a movie or to pen a script that is very, very believable and enjoyable to the fans. So I'm confident, I have no doubt that the script will be good, it will be believable, and that we will enjoy it, and they will have the proper antagonist for her. So I do not doubt that. But I am super happy to see a female lead carrying the film. A female lead in a Marvel movie, I think, is just fabulous. And hopefully this opens the door for us to get other Marvel movies. I know that for a while, I think this is still happening. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, there were talks about giving Black Widow her own movie, which she totally needs. And she totally could pull off, especially if it's Scarlett Johansson. Make that happen, Marvel. Where's my wallet? I'll pay to see that. So that's really why I'm excited about Captain Marvel, bringing her in, making her as powerful as she is, and making her a female. I just think it's going to be a boon to Marvel during the next phase of all that they're doing. I think it's going to help DC. I think it's going to help comic book movies in general. I just think it's such a good thing. So those are my thoughts on Captain Marvel. I do think that it could really be a game changer for the genre. So I'm excited to see that on the big screen. This weekend, I might actually go check out Ant-Man and the Wasp, my last movie as a single man. And I may do a review on that. I'm not really sure. I'm not a huge fan of Ant-Man. I've said this before. I find him a little bit disposable, and not super excited about him in the comic books either. So I don't know, but I think I am going to go check it out, because I do like Paul Rudd, and I think that he has been really good in occupying the role of Ant-Man. So I'll check Ant-Man out, and from what I understand, it should have some decent tie-ins to the next Infinity War. So hopefully I'm right about that. So I want to see kind of how all of that plays out as well. All right, you guys, that's it for me for a while. Thank you so much. If you are new here, please make sure that you subscribe. Join the community. Great conversations going on, especially around Into the Badlands. We are at a mid-season break for Into the Badlands, so we're waiting for episode 9 and the rest of the season to unfold. We don't quite know, at least at the time of the shooting of this video, when that next episode will air, but we're waiting for it. Check out the review for episode 8 that we've done. A lot of great conversation going on in the comments there, so make sure you jump in if you're a fan of the show. Guys, I think that is it. The last time you will see me ringless. The next time I will have a ring on my finger. The good part about this, you guys, before I go, the good part about this is that she loves my YouTubing habit, and she loves movies. So that's a good thing. And she was gracious enough to give me this whole room as a YouTube space. You gotta marry them when they do stuff like that. Guys, thank you so much as always. If you are new here, please consider subscribing and joining the community. Thank you for those who have joined the community and that are commenting, making it so much fun to interact with you. I love you guys so much. I will see you in about 2 weeks. I'll try and sneak in a video, as I said, and then we will be back on track. Thank you guys. Love you guys so much. And with that, I will see you on the next video. Peace.